Hello and welcome back to another video from China. Look at this. I'm in a park right now, chilling, and it's absolutely beautiful today. Quite hot actually, but there's a nice little breeze which is cooling me down. So what's this video about? Well, I've been in China for over 5 years now, so I thought I'll make a video about it. Just about my feelings about China, where I'm at now, how my experience has been so far. I've actually been in China for nearly 6 years now. It's just 5 years sounds better, doesn't it, when you put it on the video? So yeah, nearly 6 years. Another few months and it'll be 6 years in China. I'll make a video after 10 years if I'm still here by then. But yeah, some people will probably want to know why I'm here, why I came here in the first place. So I came here summer of 2018, I believe end of July 2018, and I was working in England, a dead-end job, a job I didn't really enjoy. Decent job, it was all right, it paid well, but yeah, just something I didn't enjoy. I was there for years. I was coming to a point of my life where I just wanted a little more, something different, some excitement, not the same thing every single day. And my 10-year relationship with my girlfriend at the time fell apart. So yeah, it all came crashing down, I was having a crisis. Ooh, some people chilling there in a gazebo, very nice. Good idea, isn't it? Chilling, food, great view. Not a bad life, eh? But anyway, yeah, so everything came crashing down at once, really. My mentality was not in a good place, shall I say, to say the least. So yeah, had a few friends that lived in China at the time. They knew that I wasn't in a good place, so they messaged me saying, why don't you take a chance on China? We've been here for years and we love it, we think you'll love it too. So I thought, China? I don't know anything about China. I don't even know how to say hello in Chinese. So I said, no thank you. Thanks for the suggestion, but yeah, not for me. Then I went back to work the next day, worked for another few months, and I thought, yeah, I need to do something different. Yeah, this is not working for me mentally. So I thought, yeah, message him back and say, tell me more about China. Tell me more. And he told me more. He told me what I had to do to get to China, what jobs are available there, just like random information about China. Then I started doing my own research about China, just YouTube videos, mostly old documentaries about China I was watching. Yeah, completely the opposite of what China actually is. I just watched some old documentaries from the early 2000s. Those were the first suggestions on YouTube, so that's what I watched. Yeah, and I wish I didn't watch them because it's just completely opposite to what it is now, especially when I first landed in China and I was like, is this the China I was watching on YouTube? Definitely not. But anyway, beside the point. So yeah, I wasn't in a good place in my life and I thought I needed a change. So yeah, I started getting the motions going, getting all my information sorted, visas, everything. Saved some money to come out here, and I got to a point where I was ready to come to China. Life in England was getting very, very difficult for me, very difficult. I was spending a lot of money because everything was expensive in England. Everything's so expensive. And there's a betting shop on every corner of the road. So I'd have a gamble here and there. I'd lose money. I wasn't earning enough to afford to gamble silly money. Drinking a lot on the weekend, feeling sorry for myself, relationship broke down, a job I don't enjoy, and just not a way forward. There was no vision. Like now, when I'm in China right now, I can see like the economy growing, blah, blah, blah. So you kind of put yourself in a positive mentality. Oh, maybe I will grow because the economy's growing. I could get a good job. I could start a business. But in the UK at the time and now, the economy is just going down and down. Cost of living, more people in poverty every year. That's everything I've seen in the news. Big queues in the NHS. Just negative, negative, negative. So yeah, it puts you in a very depressive state of mind. So I had to get out of there anyway. I just had to, for my own sanity, really. Then I came here, July 2018, like I said. And wow, what a journey it has been. It's been crazy, good and bad, good and bad. We've experienced a bit of everything while I was here. The first few years in China were great. You know, getting to know China, getting to make friends and everything. And then end of 2019, COVID hit. And that was an experience, living through COVID here in China. Crazy times. Nothing like I've ever experienced before. So obviously those were the bad times here. I guess the bad times around the world really, but I was here, so it was the bad times here for me. Spent a little of lockdown back home in England because I went there for a holiday and got stuck in England, couldn't come back to China in 2020. So most of 2020 I was in England actually in a lockdown. I went there in January for a holiday, couldn't come back to China because everything was locked down. So I was stuck in England without a job for about 10 months or something. But luckily, when I was in England, one of my good friends gave me a job for 10 months while I was there. But end of 2020, got the chance to come back to China. Came back to China. It was good for a few months, and then lockdown hit here again. So I was locked in England for like months and months and months. Then I came back to China and I was locked here as well. So I experienced both. Lockdown was crazy here. It was on and off. Would be locked down for like a few months, then it'll open up, then it'll close again, then it'll open up, close again. Mad times. Couldn't travel or anything for years here, for years. It was a hard time, but it was an experience. It's just life, isn't it? Life. I can't really dwell on stuff like that. We all went through it together, kind of thing. I can't really dwell on that. I just learned a lot about myself during those lockdowns, really. Especially because I live on my own here, so you got a little lonely. Played a lot of computer games, shall I say. That was fun. But that was the only thing that was fun, the only thing. But anyway, lockdown was over a few years ago now. China got back to normal. We could travel, we could do whatever we want again. China got back to the place I wanted it to be, to the China that I enjoyed when I first came here. And it still is right now. It's the China that I love. Peaceful, easy life. Beautiful. And my current situation is now, I'm at a job that I really like, actually. I really like it. It's hard work, but hard work doesn't pay off. Really like the job. I really love the city I'm in here in China. I love the place I live in. Very affordable. So I pay like about £400 rent a month. And the bills are so cheap. I remember in England, right? Even when I go back to England now, this is no lie, by the way. I get a timer in my house of a 4-minute shower. 4-minute shower a day, believe it or not. Ooh, the phone's getting heavy, it's an iPhone. 4-minute shower. But here I could shower for an hour, 2 hours if I want, and very affordable. The water bill's like £5 a month for me, which is absolutely nothing. I've got aircon in every room, air conditioning. I can blast them all day, which I do because it gets hot here. I blast them and the bills are like, I pay maybe £35 a month for electricity bills, around that, which is absolutely nothing these days. In 2024, absolutely nothing. So yeah, life is very easy here in China, you know, very peaceful, very easy. It's very safe in China, so it's hard to leave China because how safe it is. I can basically leave the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to the park, read a book. Not that I'd want to do that, but it's just an example. And nobody will bother you. Nobody will rob you. Nobody will batter an eye at you. So yeah, it gets me quite emotional actually, thinking how safe it is, because at home we tell people don't go out after 12, don't go to the park, don't walk through the park. Because usually when I was younger, when I was 18, I'd go to the park a lot at 1 o'clock in the morning. And you might think, why are you doing that, Arif? Because I used to work in a nightclub, and I'd finish work at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, when I was 18, 19, 20. And I'd cross the park for a shortcut to go home. I couldn't afford to get a taxi home. So I'd cross the park, and I've been beat up crossing the park, been robbed, been chased. And you might think, why do you keep going through there? Because the cut was very, very convenient. It will save me like half an hour. So I thought maybe tonight I'll not get any hassle, but yeah, you got hassle. I'm not saying it's like that in every city in England, but yeah, the city I'm in, not the safest to walk in a park in the early hours of the morning. Someone chilling there, doing some yoga, reading a book. Family there. Peaceful, it's just peaceful. Everybody minding their own business. That's what China's about. Everybody minding their own business. Doing their thing. Not interrupting other people's businesses. People ask me, why don't you go back to the UK, Arif? You know, you like it there. I love it there. I love it there. I'd love to go back to the UK, get a house, a job I love, close to family and friends. I'd love that. But that's like a dream at the moment. A very unrealistic dream, unfortunately. Yeah, I watch the news every day. Cost of living this, poverty that, economy this. Just, what is going on back home? I feel sorry for my friends back home because yeah, a lot of them are struggling actually. So I try and tell them, why don't you come out here? But it's difficult for them. They've got a family, and I don't know, is it easy for someone with a family to come out here and start a life? I don't actually know that information. I don't know everything. I don't know much. I just know if you want to come out here and start a life on your own, maybe even with a partner, it's quite easy, yeah. But as a family, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. I know some people have done it actually. Some people I know have done it, but I'm not sure how easy it is. But every year in my school, we sit down and we work out a contract because it goes year by year. So every year, I don't know if I'm going home or not. You know, I sit down, I think about the year that's just been and if I'm in a good place or not, if I'm still enjoying China or not. And it's coming to that time again. We have to sign a contract next month sometime, or maybe in a few weeks. So yeah, I've decided to stay. I'll talk to work and we'll work out a contract that we both agree on. Every time I make a video in this park, I say, I'll climb that mountain one day. I will climb it. I will get some exercise done. I will lose weight. I never do. I'm so bloody lazy. I really am. Not that lazy. I've got a job. I do work. It's just, I'm tired after work. And on the weekend, I just like to chill and do simple stuff like this. Let's walk across this, see what's going on. So yeah, it's really hard to leave China now. And to what? To live in a box room at my mom's house, get a job, minimum wage job. I can't afford anything after that. It's hard to leave China, so hard. You know, I can save money here. I can travel around Asia for very cheap. I haven't done much of that yet, but I'm going to soon, hopefully. Travel around China. It's a big enough country to travel around. Live in a beautiful apartment on my own, 3 bedrooms. Not that I need 3 bedrooms, but you know, it comes with 3 bedrooms. cheap bills. I can have a 30-minute shower after work if I want. I don't. It's about 10 minutes, 8 minutes usually. But not a 4-minute shower, not a 4-minute shower. I can have air conditioning in every room. Right now it's so hot, but I can go home, switch on the aircon, and yeah, feel like I'm in Alaska. And that's not opening the fridge. I've got an actual aircon in every room. Most people do in China actually. Yeah, and it's really cheap bills. So yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Food's really cheap here. I can get 3 takeaways if I couldn't be bothered to cook, and they'll all be under £10 for all of them. For the 3 takeaways, breakfast, lunch and dinner, they'll all be under £10 altogether, including delivery. Crazy. It's hard to leave China. It really is. And don't get me wrong, when I talk about the UK, I'm not bashing the UK. I love the UK. It's amazing. It's just, I feel sorry for it at the moment with what's going on. I want it to be great. I want it to be an amazing place to live, you know. But unfortunately, I deal with facts, and the facts are, yeah, something's going on there and it's not very nice, and I hope it stops and, you know, starts to grow again, starts to be a great place to live, a great place to prosper, good jobs, easy life, affordable food, affordable bills. I really hope so. That's what I want. That's what I want. But yeah, it just, yeah, I deal with reality, and that's not reality, which brought me here to China to try and live a normal life, an affordable life. You only live once, and I couldn't afford anything in the UK. I can afford things here. I'm enjoying my life, or trying to anyway, you know. I don't have to worry too much about money. That was the main thing back in the UK. But anyway, just know there's good and bad in every country in the world. But the reason I'm here is because the good outweighs the bad. But back home for me personally, the bad outweighs the good. So yeah, it makes more sense me being here right now and enjoying the good more than the bad. I don't want this video to go on for so long because I don't know if people enjoy me walking and talking for a long time. I don't want to bore anyone. So yeah, I enjoy my life here. It's good. I'm having a lot of fun. I can afford things. And yeah, life's pretty good at the moment. So yeah, no reason to leave China yet. No reason to leave China yet. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Have a good day. People having barbecues over there, I think. Flying a kite. It is getting windy. Perfect weather for flying a kite. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, there you go. I don't know what else to say really. Be good, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Boom.